আপনারা দেখছেন বর্ধমান বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের অডিটোরিয়ামে প্রফেসর আইজাক সুবর্ণ বাড়ি কথোপকথন। বর্ধমান বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের এখানে উপস্থিত আছেন উপাচার্য, সহ উপাচার্য, সমস্ত রেজিস্ট্রার, বিভিন্ন স্কুল কলেজের ছাত্রছাত্রী এবং বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের ছাত্রছাত্রী। প্রশ্নোত্তর পর্ব দেখতে পাচ্ছেন আপনারা সরাসরি সাম্যজিতের মুকুল রহমানের রিপোর্ট।
I want your comment regarding this.
Okay, so that book was clearly written by the ancient Greek man who threw the properties into the river. Integers are certainly nice numbers. I don't know if they have any connotations or connections with God or any gods. I mean, they're just really numbers. So, of course, I'm not going to discuss religion in depth right now because I know that is definitely not the best thing to do today, but okay, yeah. Integers can be connected to God if you use them as such. Sometimes faith is all it takes.
Hello, this side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hello, Subarna. Yeah. Please look at your left hand side. Yeah, this one. Okay. Thank you very much for your wonderful presentation. And one query, not question. The query is that how prepare yourself? How? It is really we all agree. I hope that we wonder that what are the way of your preparation.
Well, oh, come on. I'm not done answering yet. So, well, I would say that preparation, that's a very good question. You, first of all, have to bring lecture notes with you. If you didn't bring your lecture notes with you, quickly look at them before the lecture. Beg for them, and if you forgot them, then just write them on the back of your hand. No. But, I mean, it's very hard to remember things for such a presentation, so just try practicing them over and over so that they're concrete in your mind. And try making an association between them in the real world. Because not only is that a great path to understanding something, but also you can associate it with something, think of that thing easily because it's something concrete instead of a bunch of steps of math. And then you can think, oh, all right, so that is connected to this step, so that is connected to that step, and that is why we do that step. So try to actually think of the logic behind each step instead of just moving forward because they ask you to, because that's going to destroy your memory soon enough. Because you're going to be like, wait, what was the reason behind this step again? I'll forget it. Then you're going to actually forget it. All right, that's my tip for remembering stuff. It's a great question.
হ্যালো,
আমাদের মধ্যে যারা স্কুল ছাত্রছাত্রীরা আছেন তারাও কিন্তু প্রশ্ন করতে পারেন এবং ব্যালকনিতেও যারা আছেন তারাও প্রশ্ন করতে পারেন। যদি বাংলা ভাষায় প্রশ্ন করলে সুবিধা হয় তাহলে বাংলাতেই করুন, আমরা সেটা ইংরেজিতে ট্রান্সলেট করে দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করব।
হ্যালো, এক্সকিউজ মি।
Oh, sorry.
This side. Your
left side.
Sorry, I'm bad at finding people.
Myself, Samshada. I want to ask you that can a prime be represented as the sum of a Fourier series?
Can a prime be? Well, a Fourier series is the sum of trigonometric functions. So a function is what can be represented with a trigonometric with a Fourier series, not primes themselves. If we find an actual counting function for the primes, and not just say, well, it's kind of analogous to ln of x, well, we can take the Fourier series of ln x, but I don't think we can model prime numbers themselves, because, I mean, we don't have a function for prime numbers, and if we did, I mean, prime numbers are not functions themselves, so you can't just model them with Fourier series. But it's a great question. Thank you for asking.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Sir, can I ask a question beyond our topic?
Okay, that's fine.
Yes. Sir, actually there is a query of myself, that is there any relation between the proof of 0 factorial is equal to 1 and the gamma function?
Oh, right. Alright, here we go. So you would accept that 1 factorial is equal to 1, right? By the regular product, right? That's a yes. So then we know that essentially n factorial is equal to n minus 1 factorial times n. Wait a second. Oh, right. So we can just take n equals 0, and no matter what this is, then this n right over here has to be equal to 0. So thus, wait a second. Oh yeah, that's right. Oops. Okay. So n minus 1 factorial is equal to n factorial divided by n. So if we plug in 1 to this formula, then we get 0 factorial is 1 factorial over 1, which is equal to 1. Now, of course, with the mishap I just showed you, there could be a bunch of different values for 0 factorial, but this is just the one most generally accepted because, you know, it's the easiest to derive, and also it works well with, you know, infinite series and things like that. So like the Taylor series for e to the 0, for example, or Taylor series in general, function based on 0 factorial equals 1. Is that good? Yeah.
So how do you explain that is the 1 by 0 is undefined? How do you explain it?
Oh, wait a second. In my explanation of this, it will happen. Of course you did. Okay. Well, what's that being for? Yeah, it was co-constant, sorry. My mind's wandering today. Okay. Okay. So, this is just a very simple explanation. In fact, it's an explanation that may or may not be gleaned from someone else, but okay. So essentially, we cannot just take 1 over 0 to approach infinity because, well, if we look at the 1 over x graph, we can say, oh, look, it has an asymptote at 0 where it approaches infinity, right? But first of all, what happens when we approach it from the right side? Oh, wait, but that's 0 over 0. Oh, no. What happens when we approach it from the right side at 0? Well, 1 over x could be negative infinity. So we just gotta leave it undefined. And that's the case for all 2 over x, 3 over x, so on and so forth. But even so, let's say that we took the absolute value of both of them. So wouldn't that make it infinity because it approaches infinity from both sides? Well, that's still a no, because then 1 over 0 would be equal to 2 over 0, would be equal to 3 over 0, so on and so forth. So what would happen if we did that? Would that mean 1 equals 2 equals 3 equals 4, etc.? So essentially, we can't leave 1 over 0 or x over 0 as anything more than undefined. There it is.
Hello, Suborno. Here, just in front of you.
It's just in front.
Just in front.
I must be blind.
Hello, I'm here. Okay, you used differential calculus in your computation, but I want to ask some questions. How do you interpret mathematically d of x?
Okay. So that's an absolutely wonderful question that if you're learning calculus, everyone should be asking. What does dx actually mean? Is it an actual denominator? Is it just notation? If I multiply dx, if I cancel out the d dx and dx on an integral, is that illegal math? Will the math police be coming for me in 2 days? You know, regular stuff. So, essentially, how I interpret